again, Andy Brownell with News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Welcome back to our Townsquare Media Business Roundtable concerning the COVID-19 pandemic. And we were talking to a number of successful business operators in our community about how they're dealing with the pandemic, their responses to it, and how they're managing to serve their customers and hopefully make their businesses thrive in a very, very challenging environment. Heather Holmberg from Livea Weight Control Centers is with us, along with Jenna Taubel from First Alliance Credit Union. And I'm going to have both of you maybe introduce yourselves and provide a little bit more information about your businesses, starting with you, Heather.
Well, thank you, Andy. We really appreciate the opportunity to share with the community in terms of what we're doing to navigate through this. It certainly isn't an easy period of time for anyone. So I think we're all just doing our best. And I do believe that what we offer at Livea can certainly help provide hope and get us to the other side of this, because we absolutely believe that we will. But as far as Livea, as you said, I'm the president and CEO of Livea, and we have been in the Minnesota and Wisconsin communities for the past 10 years. Some of us may remember us as Medifast weight control centers, but as of August of 2019, we converted to our new brand, Livea Weight Control Centers. And essentially what we do offer is private one-on-one support. Certainly everyone is looking for that ultimate goal of reaching their weight loss goals, but ultimately it is about educating our clients, providing them with the resources to making it a lasting change. So behavioral modification. So many of us are familiar with the starting and stopping when it comes to weight loss, but we really want to help our clients and our community just navigate to making this the lasting change. So we do have 10 locations. We have registered dietitians, nutritionists, people that have degrees in exercise science, lots of different components in which we can offer support. Like I said, not just weight loss, but weight management as well.
And Jenna?
Yeah, so I am with First Alliance Credit Union. We have been a financial institution here in Rochester for over 85 years. And we actually started out as a very small credit union that grew up out of firefighters here in town. And our original branch location was actually at the fire station downtown, right inside there. But since then, we've grown pretty significantly. We help over 17,000 people here in the Rochester area manage their finances with loans, deposit products, things like that, online, mobile banking, everything under the sun that has to do with financial services. We are there to help you out.
All right, we mentioned the challenges. The world changed 3 to 4 weeks ago, and for a lot of us, it came out of the blue. Nobody anticipated it would be as dramatic as it has been, that's for sure. And the behaviors of, I imagine, the consumers for both of you, members of the credit union, your customers, Heather, have changed. And maybe, Heather, to start with you, has the way you marketed your business changed since this all started? And maybe you could explain how you're dealing with that aspect of it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good question. We did have to shift the way that we navigated our business. Primarily, we really want people to know that we are part of the community and we understand what people are struggling with. So it really isn't about just new client enrollment, and certainly that's important, but we really want to make sure that our clients, first and foremost, know that we're here for them, because I think many of us can relate, myself included. We have a completely different routine, a different schedule that certainly disrupts, our choices at times. I think many of us have seen memes, for example. Like I saw something recently where it's like, okay, if I go to this refrigerator one more time, it's going to, lock itself up and not let me back in. Just mindless eating. So we, again, in terms of, back to your question, it really is about helping our clients through this difficult time. I think there's a process that we're all going through. At first, like you said, it changed really dramatically. We started with, some elevated concerns about this virus, of course, and then it quickly grew by the day, and at times it felt like even by the hour. So we had to quickly make some adjustments, but mostly we wanted our existing client database and our Livea members to know that we understand that they're having a difficult time and that we are here with them. And it's not about perfection. It really is just about steady progress and having that face-to-face visual meeting, rather than in person, which of course that's what our clients are accustomed to. So we converted our business entirely, what it felt like overnight, to have virtual meetings through our video conferencing Livea app or through Zoom meetings, because we felt like it was really important to still have that connection face to face. There was something a lot more powerful, we felt, in making sure our clients could see our face and have that familiarity. So really, as far as, kind of getting back to your question, I realized that was kind of a long answer. But it really is making sure our clients felt like they had somewhere to go and that they had someone to listen to them and help them through this really difficult time.
And Jenna, has this impacted the way you've marketed the credit union?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've always done really kind of high-level brand messaging as part of our marketing campaigns, but that's really what we've pushed more now versus, advertising a rate or a specific product. Because people, they don't want to have to think about what the solution is. They just want to know somebody knows what the solution is. And so that's where we come in. And that's where we really focused on just saying, you know what, times are really uncertain. You might have lost your job. You might have reduced income. You might have reduced hours at work. Like, your life is changing pretty dramatically for a lot of people. And so just knowing that they have someone that they can rely on to kind of help them navigate that financial uncertainty, that's really what we've focused on messaging around, to really make sure that people know, we're still here. And we're going to help you through this any way we can. And that's been really comforting for a lot of our members to hear.
I know Heather mentioned the use of Zoom and other technology to connect with the customer and the consumer through their journey of a changed marketplace. How's the credit union, First Alliance Credit Union, taken advantage of the technology out there to serve its customers?
Oh, absolutely. So we actually have a very robust, what we refer to as a digital banking suite of products that our members can use to really help them manage those finances from a distance. When, right now we did have to close our lobbies just to help keep our staff and our members safe, but that doesn't mean that we can't help them through the drive up, through ATM, through phones. Our online and mobile banking platforms have all kinds of tools available to members to really help them keep tabs on their finances, move money around, make payments on their own, even keep track of their credit score in a lot of ways. And so we've really been pushing our members to use these avenues. And we have a lot that already do, but really just encouraging people, if you haven't ever used these before, now's a really good time to get out there and give it a try. If you run into a problem, just pick up the phone and call us. We can still help you out. But yeah, we are using a full suite of digital services to help our members navigate their finances right now.
Heather, has there been any other technology innovations that you've utilized for Livea?
Well, similar to what Jen referenced, we do have a robust platform too, but we found, it hasn't been necessarily the easiest road to travel, getting our clients from that face-to-face in-person visit to a digital platform. Yeah. But we've absolutely enhanced, like I said earlier, our Livea app. So clients can download our app. Even if you're not a member of Livea right now, we're extending that service at complimentary, because there are so many great resources, whether it be, making healthy food choices, to having a digital library full of exercises that you can incorporate into your daily routine, just to get up and move and track your food intake. It can make a huge difference. There are additional things that we've included, which are inspirational quotes and just quick tips, we're calling it, from our consultants, the registered dietitians, that really give you some motivation to kind of help, spur a little activity throughout the day. So we certainly have found our way through just adding more virtual and, like you had said, technology components to make it easier for our clients, and making sure that, number one, and that was the first thing, just as Jenna said, but just their safety, our team safety, of course, our client safety and the community safety has absolutely been number one. We do also, in terms of changing our business and the digital platforms and the additional technology that we've provided, we do offer curbside pickup because we are an essential business. So we're offering, just like Jenna said, whether that be drive-through for them, it's curbside for us. Our clients appreciate the fact that they can get their healthy foods from Livea very conveniently. So it's really just replacing foods that maybe aren't the best choices with healthy, good tasting foods with Livea, essentially curbside. So we don't touch anything. Our clients drive right up, pull up, they open up their trunk. We don't touch anything. Like I said, we put their product right in their car and they head home. So we really want to make it simple and convenient and easy. And even seeing that familiar face, even if it's from 6 feet, there's just something encouraging. And we're all missing that social connection at times. So I think our clients have really appreciated that as well.
And obviously you've had to innovate greatly to make this all work. I mean, this is something we've all never dealt with. And the closest comparison I can come up to in my own lifetime is 9/11 and the shock that happened after that. Did either one of you, maybe I'll start with Jenna, did you have any sort of plans on the books for this sort of disruption, or is this been kind of figure it out along the way?
A kind of a combination of both. So at the credit union, we definitely have plans in place for if, something terrible happens, a natural disaster, whatever it may be, but that never really truly prepares you completely for what you're going to be facing because you don't have the details of it. I don't know that you can completely prepare for anything like this. But really, I think the key for anybody who's having to, work through these challenges for their business to stay open, to market their business, keep people coming in the door so they can stay open is, just make sure that you're doing the best that you can to communicate clearly and openly with your customers, like through this whole process. Let them know that you're still there and that you haven't gone anywhere. And that alone can give people a lot of really like trust in your business and make them feel at ease to continue working with you when they just know that you're still there. And that's been the biggest piece for us, is making sure that our members know we're still here to help them. We haven't gone anywhere. We're still completely in a good place to support you in your finances.
So in essence, the marketing continues despite the disruption. You just had to change the way you presented your message.
Correct. Absolutely.
But it really isn't a different message either, because what you're telling me is what you were communicating when I was speaking to you 6 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. It just, the details of it change a little bit, right? But really it's really about that core message that we're here for you. And while we communicate that in different ways for different reasons right now, that is really the front and center message that we're trying to communicate to our members. Like you might not be able to walk into our branch right now and work with Connie, who you've worked with for 30 years, but she's still there on the phone. You can still email her. We're still here and working to advocate for you and for your finances.
How about you, Heather? Does that kind of mirror your experience through all this, that marketing message you're trying to send out?
Yeah, just like Jenna said, which I thought, it sounds like you guys are doing a tremendous job, because that really, I think, is what the community wants to hear, is that, we're all human, we're all in this together, and, that we are essentially here. So we, like Jenna said, you can't necessarily prepare for this. So I can't say that we actually did. What I can say is that our team is so skilled and so talented and so passionate and such high-end professional leaders that as a result of the people that we employ that I think genuinely care and that they genuinely want to make a difference, that's really helped us get to the other side of this. So as far as our messaging goes, I'm proud to say that we have some partners that have helped us along the way when we relaunched, or rebranded, I should say, from Medifast to Livea. So some of the viewers might be familiar with Kat Perkins, who is the Voice finalist, and she lost 30 pounds on the Livea program. And then Michelle Tafoya, her husband, lost 30 pounds on the program as well. So collectively, they've been helping promote the fact that, to Jenna's point, that we're still here. And so the messaging is a little bit different, but yet the same. It's just allowed us to really showcase the heart and the feeling and emotion that our team has. So that's really been the message to the community, is that it's really who we've always been, but it's allowed us to really show our heart, which I think people want to see and feel right now, because it's a real difficult time, and we're all trying to, we're grieving through the process. But I don't know about those viewers, but for me, I feel like it took me some time, like, okay, this is happening. And of course, we're all just moving quickly because that's actually what we needed to do as business operators. But then realize, okay, that, this too shall pass. And so we just need to kind of get up, rise above, and dust ourselves off and sort of get accustomed to what's to come, and let our consumers know and our members know, and what we call the Livea family, that we are here for them, and that you don't have to be perfect. And if you gain a little weight right now, that's okay. The fact that you're still engaging and making your health important. Self-care, like we've talked about, that couldn't be more important than much of anything right now, because we know that people need to be in good health, both mentally and physically right now, because it's not easy. And that's what we're here to do, is help our clients and really anyone that needs our help to get to the other side of this.
Looking ahead, hopefully, sooner than later, we will see some sort of return to a new normalcy. I'm sure it'll be changed from what we had before, but hopefully it will mean an upswing in business for everybody involved. Do you have any marketing plans or advice that you would share if somebody was listening and reviewing this program and they were trying to operate a business and trying to plot a map for the future? Just your thoughts, perhaps. Maybe start with you, Jenna.
Sure. So I think my biggest kind of point to take away would be, don't stop communicating with your customers now and then think you can just pick back up and they're all still going to be there to listen. They need to know that you're here right now, not just when everything's okay again. You have to remain kind of top of mind at all times, even through a crisis. Social media is a really good way to get about doing that. If you're a small business, maybe you don't have a large advertising budget to run radio or TV or whatever some of the more traditional media is. I myself personally have been informed on Facebook about certain restaurants that are still offering curbside pickup or delivery, and I've gone out specifically to those businesses because I can rely on and know that the information I'm getting is current and relevant because I'm seeing it on that current relevant channel. So using those free tools that are available to everybody would be a really great way to stay in front of your customers right now.
So in other words, don't let yourself fade to the background while this is happening.
Yeah. Send emails to those that you've got email addresses for. Make updates on your website to make sure everybody knows what your current hours of operation are. Little things like that can really help continue to build trust right now is going to be a really big, important key for moving past this when everything kind of goes back to normal, quote unquote. So
how about you, Heather? Any thoughts on the same topic?
Yeah, similar. I think the communication is absolutely necessary. As we said earlier, everything is changing so quickly. So people need to hear from us. And I would recommend that would be my advice as well, just constant communication. We have created additional Facebook groups for our community so that those questions that are more specific to what's going on right now, people have a platform in which they can share some of the challenges. So I think finding different channels of communication would be a piece of advice I would give. We've also found ourselves, kind of reinventing what we do. So we've created some online exercise classes. So we have a personal trainer that's one of our center directors, and she's had almost 20 years of experience. So we're offering online resources that are complementary. So I think reinventing yourself and finding ways, to Jenna's point, to connect with the clients, to let them know that you're here, you're a member of the community. I think the other part is just if there is a way for you to pair up with another business or even perhaps a cause, so we've partnered with Second Harvest. Certainly we're all hearing the news about I think if the stat is 1 in 3 Americans are going to the food shelf right now, and that's heartbreaking. So looking at your business and what is it that you can do to partner with the community and lend a helping hand. I think that those types of things, just to reinforce again, just showing your heart, that will help you get to the other side of this. because I think, again, just reinforcing the fact that we are all in this together and we're all experiencing the same struggles. So definitely the communication piece, finding other platforms in which you can communicate your message, reinventing yourself in some ways, because of course we are who we are. This is our core. And then partnering with the community and finding a way that you can pay it forward, I think is really essential right now too.
Well, fantastic information. I thank you both so much for your time and sharing with us and our audience.
Of course.
Thank you.
All
Thanks
right.
for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Jenna
Well, we wish
Taubel,
you the best as well.
you as well, Heather. Jenna
Thank
Taubel
you.
from First Alliance Credit Union, Heather Holmberg from Livea Weight Control Centers, and I'm Andy Brownell with Newstalk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.